Hi guys, welcome to Gamer Read Football, and I hope you guys doing well. So today we are going to talk about, I have few topics in mind. We are going to predict the scores for UCL and Europa League semifinals, and we are also going to talk about, according to me, why Man United and Tottenham should not be in the Champions League next year. So first of all, we are going to predict the score for UCL semifinals. And so the first semifinal is going to be Arsenal versus PSG. Arsenal playing at home, and yep, and the video is on. So Arsenal playing at home, and according to me, Arsenal is going to win this leg 2-0. For the reason is like we have already played PSG before, and I'm hearing like people saying, "Oh, this is a different PSG." I don't think it is. People are just overrating this team too much. They didn't have Dembele because he was injured, and they didn't have Kvaratskhelia. But we also didn't have Martin Odegaard, and we did not also have Martinelli. And also, look at the confidence Arsenal will have after beating PSG, no, after beating Real Madrid, and look at the confidence of PSG when they barely scraped past Aston Villa. They should have lost the second leg by more goals. If it wasn't for Donnarumma, they would have definitely got knocked out from the competition. And people are also overrating their performance against Real Madrid, no, like Liverpool. Like they battered Liverpool. They did that. They did this. To be honest, I don't know. People are forgetting that they only beat Liverpool on penalties. The aggregate was 1-1. They lost at the home and they won in I think at Anfield. But they should have conceded like 2-3 goals in the first 20 minutes. Liverpool missed so many chances, and they got past Liverpool on penalties, and penalties are like, it's a coin toss. Anybody can win penalties. So it's not like they defeated Liverpool to 3 goal nil aggregate. So people are overrating this team too much, and they are like, oh, they are Liga One champions. Like they didn't win Liga One before. If Aston Villa and Newcastle play in the French league, they probably win Liga One a couple times too. So I think they are overrating this team a bit. I do agree that they have some good players like Desiree Doué, Vitinha, João Neves. They have good players, but they also have, what can I say, like weaknesses as well. Like people are, talking like they don't have any weakness. And on top of that, Arsenal, they have played them before, beat them before at home, and I think Arteta must have seen what the Aston Villa did against them, and he will probably try to. We will be more attacking in at home. I think we'll be more defensive at in Paris. So yeah, according to me, like Arsenal should win this game 2-0, and in the second semi-final, Inter versus Barcelona. So there are a few things like people are forgetting that Lewandowski will be out because I think he has hamstring, according to me. Like he's going to miss 2-3 weeks. So Lewandowski is a big miss for them because he's the tailsman, and he's actually on a really good form. And Inter Milan is also like losing couple, I think a couple games. They lost to Bologna in the league, and they also lost to AC Milan 3-0, really bad. Lost in the Coppa Italia semifinals. So if you ask me, I think it will be. Is it going to be at San Siro, or is it going to be at in Spain? Let me check. I think it should be, according to me, it should be. Um, Look, when you type Champions League, they show Conference League. Like, how dare they? Yeah. So this is just 1 second. Yeah, it's going to be in Spain. So if you ask me, I think it will be 2-1 Barcelona. It could be 1-1. I'm leaning towards 2-1 because it's in Barcelona, but it could be 1-1 or 2-1, but I'm leaning towards 2-1 Barcelona, and they're like 2-0 Arsenal. And let's talk about the Europa League predictions. The first is going to be Man United versus Bilbao. Man United playing at home, I think. Yeah. Let me check that Europa League fixtures as well. And yeah, no, the Man United playing away and Bodo Glimt playing in Tottenham. So according to me, it will be, I think, um, Bilbao will win that game 2-1, because Bilbao is a much better team than Leon if you look at the attacking, defense, and midfield. And they are playing really well in La Liga at the moment. They are thinking fourth. So they are playing really well, and they have like Inaki Williams, Nico Williams, Oyan Sanchez. They have Unai Simon, like the Spanish number one goalkeeper. They have some really good players. So I think Bilbao will win that game 2-1. And Man United, let's be honest, like they scrape past Lyon, like they were comfortable, then they blew that lead, and after that they threw the kitchen sink, like everybody attacks, and they managed to score 2 goals, but there was no tactics involved. There was nothing like they did anything extraordinary. They were just desperate, and they managed to score 2 goals at home. If it would have been like in Leon, I don't think they would be able to do that. So 2-1 Bilbao in the first leg, and I think Tottenham will it will be 1-1 in Tottenham. Bodo Glimt will score, and it will be Tottenham will have 1 goal, and Bodo Glimt will score 1 goal as well, and it will be open in the second leg. So let's see. So these are my predictions, and now we are going to talk about, according to me, Tottenham and Man United shouldn't be in the semi-finals in the Champions League next season, because first of all, they look at their league positions. They are nowhere near fifth, sixth. Even if they were like fifth, sixth, seventh, I would be like, you know what? Okay, that's fine. But they are like 14th, 15th. Tottenham is 17th. Like it's embarrassing for teams like this to be in the Champions League next season. And the people would be like, no, they are winning the competition. If you win the competition, there is a rule that you go to the Champions League next year. The thing is, when they made that rule, UCL teams were dropping in from Champions League in the Europa League, and that made that competition so hard for any team to win. So then you can justify, okay, because the competition is really hard, so whoever wins gets place in the Champions League next season. But this Europa League is so poor. Look at the teams like in the semi-final, Bodo Glimt and United, Tottenham. They're 16th, 17th in the league. Look, I mean, to be honest, it does not make any sense. If the UCL teams are dropping in Europa League, then I would be like, you know what, there are big teams dropping in, and that's making the competition is even harder. But now the competition is so bad, like you can see the Europa League games and the Conference League games. So you basically that there is not much difference between the teams. So I would say, like, first of all, they should change that, because I don't think any Europa League team is good enough to win the Champions League, because it's going to ruin the Champions League, because Man United, Tottenham will go in the Champions League next season. They're just making the numbers. They are not doing anything extraordinary in it. So yeah, that's what my thinking is. Like they should do it, like they should be like, okay, we have this season is fine. From next season there are no UCL teams dropping in. Europa League is a downgrade competition. It's even worse than before. So there's no point like a winner of Europa League going into Champions League. It just does not make any sense. And it's even not fair to the teams like Aston Villa, Newcastle, or Nottingham Forest. They are like they are doing amazing like whole season, and they can just miss out on top five for 1 or 2 points. And a team who is like so poor trash, and in 15, 16 should be in the Champions League. It does not make any sense. So yeah, man, that's the thought behind it. And you guys can let me know in the comments, like if you think like am I saying it right, or am I wrong, or do you guys have any other point of view? So do let me know, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope to guys see you soon in the next video. Bye.